Good afternoon. Welcome to Carny To Congress. Used to be Baywater Boat Club Hour. Jake and I are here at Baywater Exclusive Boat Club. You got Larry in the background right here. We're trying different angles. We're doing like Jake says, the high chick angle, selfies. Change it up, I don't know if that's good or bad. I got my hair. I can't see where I'm looking at, but I just took Nugget for a walk, and it's hot as balls out there. I'm just going to say it. Nugget was not happy about it. Nugget was not.
Poor Nugget.
When we're gone, I was gone last week, and she stays with Larry, and then she stays with Julie, and then Nugget turns into like a tender, then like a breast. So we're trying to bring her back down to Nugget size, and but yeah, it was good. Well, I think sneak behind somebody's house, got a water hose her down because it's a little warm out there, but she did good. So I'm still a little bit of heat, a little spicy. Jake's communication skills weren't the best this morning.
Yeah, we both slept in. I blame him a little bit too. As you can see, I'm on the boat cam right now just because why not?
Nice. Got old Bill driving a boat. That's like the hardest boat to drive. So that's that little 21-footer. Every time our members like, there's something wrong with the steering. No, it's just a hurricane haul. You cannot turn that thing for shit in close proximity. So we're going to see how Bill does. Oh, Billy's going to swing it. He's going to turn it around. He's going to back it up against the wall there. Whoa, look at him go. He's going to throw it in reverse. Oh, shit. You got it, Bill. Nice. What moves? See, you have to be aggressive with that. You have to be aggressive to get in there. Hopefully you guys can see this. I don't know if you can or not, but
yeah, you can see it.
Okay, cool. Bill, let's see. Give him a little clap here. Let's see if he gets it in there. He's going to put it right behind number 9 there. No pressure, Bill. He has a little reverse, a little bit of class. Nice job. Golf clap. Good job, Bill. Good job. But see, that's what's nice here at Baywater. We park the boats in here for you. You don't have to take them out of these tight spots. We bring it around, put it to the landing dock or fuel dock. So when you leave, it's easy. We bring it around, park it. Very popular boat. We have 12 of those in the club, Hurricanes. Anything from a 20-foot to a 22-foot Hurricanes, anywhere from 10 to 12 people. Fun to cruise around the back bay. You can tube, you can ski, you can do pretty much anything you want to do on that boat. It's like a pontoon, but it has a monohull, so it has a V-hull. So you can go out there and, go out in the Gulf if it's smooth, calm. Member was out this morning. That's what's nice about our club. They show up, they take it for a couple hours, they're good to go. There's no set time here at Baywater. Makes it nice. And this is what funds Carny To Congress podcast, is the Baywater Exclusive Boat Club, presented by Baywater Exclusive Boat Club, family-owned and operated boat club in the South Florida. How many segues can I put into one thing, So anyways.
Oh, you've gotten good at it. You've been doing it long enough now. I mean,
just kind of walk it in there. But yeah, so this is fun. It's a Saturday. Jake's over here recording with me, and I appreciate you coming over here, bud, to get it done. You look probably a little warm in that sweater. It's only 85 degrees out here.
Yeah, I do have a sweater on. I was wearing a really nice boat shirt, and then my gut was sticking out more than my fashion sense, I guess. I don't know. Look right.
High angles, chick angle.
Yes, yeah. So you can't see the double chin, and that's why we have beards, is to hide it.
Well, you have just the neck beard. You don't have the chin. Does it
Yeah,
grow on the chin or no?
It's really light. I mean, so I've been doing the whole stab in my face.
Yeah.
And there's fuzz there. I think it doesn't help that I don't shave it.
Yeah, shave it every day, man.
It just looks weird. Then it really stands out like a neck beard. So.
Well, it's just,
It's still nice. I like it.
It looks good.
More Amish than neck beard.
Looks good. More almost in terrace. That's what we'll go with.
Yes, I'll take that.
So, but yeah, so we're getting fun, ready for another week here. I'm going to head up to Tallahassee on Monday, get the budget done. Hopefully, probably going to be up there through Friday. Come back Saturday. So we'll probably have to go back up the next week to finalize everything, because there's a cooling off period. Jake. I mean, that's what's kind of interesting with the budget. As a state legislator, I've been out 6 years. You kind of learn the process, and you're like, man, there was things I should have done the first year that I know on this, but hey, that happens. And the budget, you have a budget in the House, you got a budget in the Senate, and you have the recommendation from the governor. and the budget in the House has to come together, and then there's a cooling off period. It's got to sit for 3 days. Everybody chills out, and then it gets sent. Then we finish out. We sine die. Sine die is what is the proper term, I guess. That's when the handkerchiefs drop in the Capitol. It's pretty cool. It's like when everybody comes out. It's like the last day. And the two sergeants, we got a cool guy, Russell. His name is Russell Husford. He's a sergeant. He's actually sergeant. He's a sergeant of arms at the House. So he'll make announcements when people come on the floor certain times, just like in D.C. when the president, ladies and gentlemen, this is the president of the United States. He does bring in the governor and does stuff like that. But they both have hankies, and when the hankies drop, that's a tradition in Florida. That touch the floor, that means we're done with session. So we've sine-died a couple times this year, but not officially because the budget's not done. So we'll get the budget done. Then I'll go to the governor, and the governor brings out the pen where he can slice and dice everybody's appropriations. And, Florida, we're conservative. We're really conservative. We've got more surplus than ever before, which is great. It's good. It's a good opportunity for Florida because we're fiscally conservative. We're talking like the budget of New York City is bigger than the budget of the state of Florida. I think last year was $116 billion.
Well, for now.
Yeah. Mondani, we got more people coming down here left and right. But they're Republicans coming down here. I see in Miami people moving down there all the time. And Miami is going to be like the next New York. I think that is a huge thing. You see Trump was putting his library in Miami, and they're actually going to park like a 747 in the lobby. So that's going to be pretty wild. I'm sure he's going to have apartments on top of it. He's going to take that money. He's going to, borrow, he's a business guy. There's always the amount and then the amount you're going to really pay. So it's interesting. And it's like Julie, my manager, she's great. Still, but she's learning like, all right, well, that's not what I asked you to do. There's that and there's that. But you gotta work it out. So that's good. We're gonna look forward to doing that. We got a lot of appropriations in for our area, for Bonita, Sanibel, Fort Myers Beach, North Collier, South Lee County. We're gonna get that done. So hopefully it gets across the line there. I think the ask this year is right around $36 million for our area. It's probably not gonna be anywhere close to that. Got to go through the House and the Senate and the governor's veto pen. So we'll get it done. So it's fun. 6-7.
Hopefully in a year, people can look back on this podcast. And because I saw gas today for $4.17. Pretty decent. Not bad. So clearly it's starting to taper its way back down a little bit. But no, hopefully people in like a year or two look back at this podcast and be like, $4.70. I'm paying $1.50. Yeah. I wish.
Well,
we'll see.
You never know. I mean, it's a possibility. There's a lot of good stuff that can happen with that. We'll see what the governor wants to do. And Jake's looking at this table because it's bebopping a little bit. Bebopping.
I'll fix it.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Where's your sugar packet? You just use that, hurricane sign over there that was beat up by the storm. We saved them. There's something sticking over there.
Boat number 26.
Yeah, you got number 26. We've got we're gonna see what happens this year, but we're looking forward to next year and a little bit different, but we'll get there. So I think that's better.
Maybe. Should be better.
Jiggling, not much. So, but yeah, so a lot of good stuff coming. 6767, kind of a funny thing there. First time I went to Tallahassee. This was a while ago when I was, first just got elected. I went up there a couple times before, but first got elected, met some people, and there's a bar there called the Governor's Club. It's a club, members only club. You get in there, and there's a lot of lobbyists. There's members. It's a country club, but it's just a club for food, drink, and whatever. And I walked in there, and now I know these folks, and there was a couple people there and I didn't know. And the girl, I was like, I'll take a scotch and a rocks, please. McAllen 12, lots of rocks. I always you want the big cube, the gentleman's cube? I was like, nope, I'll take the peasant stones. Thank you very much. Take the peasant stones. I don't need the gentleman's cube. But anyways, the girl, she's a nice gal. She's not there anymore, but she's like, what's your number? And I just pulled one out, said 6767. And she's like, okay. We don't have numbers that go that high, but I respect it, so we figured it out. And then I actually became a member there later. And I'm saying this out there, it's probably not good, but then when I became a member, I was like, hey, what's your member number? I was like, can I make it 6767? And they're like, sure. And this was before the whole like craziness. This is like 6 years ago. So now people are like, oh, 6767 whenever I go order a drink. So I was ahead of the curve on the 6767.
Adam setting trends.
Something like that. That was a while ago. A little jet ski out there.
Yeah, I missed it. Yeah. I'm a bad cameraman.
No, all good. I hate those things. I mean, they're fun.
Yeah, look, they got 3 people packed on that one. I don't even like the idea of that.
Middle gets the most action.
Makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's not good. It's too hot for that. A little warm. But yeah, so that was the 6-7 story. So that was cool. But what were you saying about a kid? You said there was something funny we should talk about, a kid. Oh, yeah. I remember, that's right. We were talking last week about my buddy. He was talking about Clash of Titans or Clash of Clans. Clash of Clans is what it was. Remember, I used to have that Kate Upton girl on a horse. Hello, But yeah, my buddy, this kid, he's like, well, I'll just buy these rubies, And says, oh, just keep hitting this button, you get more and more rubies. And he started getting like $2,000, $2,000 credit card bill. Like, what's going on here? My good buddy Richard Garner. So, we won't say what child it was, but we can all guess. So, but it was it's all good.
Poor guy.
Good time. Well, his kids are going. One boy's going to I think Auburn. His other daughter's going to FSU.
War Eagle, huh?
Yeah, War Eagle. And no, Auburn or no, I'm sorry, Clemson.
Tigers. I couldn't even tell you nothing about Clemson.
Clemson's Tigers. Something on my map. Probably a beard. All right, we'll get a haircut after we're done here. Trim it up a little bit, looking a little long. Clean it up a little bit.
So next time you're gonna look all Silver Fox on us.
Nah, I'm already Silver Fox, man. I'm already there. Distinguished is a good way to go there.
I mean, I'm getting there myself too. So.
Sorry, well, you dye your hair. It's okay. Totally fine.
I haven't yet, but I will.
Will you? Are you that
Probably.
Vain? Oh man, you gotta just
probably for till I'm 40.
Till 40? Well, I'm 42, so it's not bad. I mean, Omar would be mad if the door was open with the AC. So.
He's yelling at you right now.
You know that. So, what would Omar do? But yeah, so it's I was just great from the beginning. Just great from the beginning. Oh, so trying to eat healthy, right, Jake? Trying to eat healthy. It's not bad. I got this app. Works pretty good. It's not bad. It counts calories. Just take a picture, and then when you're done, you take a picture. Like if you got leftovers, which I never really do. But anyways, it's you try. And so I was like, I want some protein, and I'm only got like 500 calories left for dinner, so I'm gonna go get me some fish. So I got me some shrimp, which was pretty good, cocktail shrimp, not bad, good source of protein. And I went and got some cod, about a pound of cod. Let me try it out. I looked on Grok is what I use. Grok, the AI, and you just for cod you just pan sear it, get a rip in a hot pan, put it in there, some oil, high. Man, that is tough to cook, brother. I couldn't get that stuff to on stick. Oh, I don't know what I was doing. I mean, I tried with a couple pieces. But that thing just stuck to that pan, so maybe I didn't have it hot enough. I'm sure maybe.
What kind of pan?
Stainless steel.
Yeah.
Stainless steel. I mean, if they say you get a stainless steel hot, I had some avocado oil.
Did you burn oil? Did it smoke?
No.
Then it probably just wasn't done yet. Normally, when it's cooked, it'll release from the pan by itself.
I know, but I was just like, it's been there for a while. It's like 4 or 5 minutes. It's like been
how hot,
7.
Like how hot do you think you're getting the pan?
I guess not hot enough. I mean, it's the
it might
first.
Be too hot.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the first time
Because I've ruined stainless steel pans doing the same thing.
It's too hot. Maybe I was too hot. Maybe it was just too, because it's like I like cooking on stainless. You just got to learn the technique. But hey, it was my first time cooking.
No, so for me, if you get it hot, you take water and you throw water on it and you wait for it to bead, like turn into balls. Like instead of immediately evaporating, it'll kind of like roll around in the pan. That's when you want to put your
Fish in.
fish on there with the oil, of course. And all
Yeah,
that
but you want
stuff.
to put the oil in, then you don't put the water in.
No, no,
That's
no,
not gonna be-
you're just checking to see the temperature of the
All
pan.
right, that's I've seen that. I got to do that. Maybe that's it, where it just bounces around, like where it's because it's.
Because then you at least know it's hot enough, and then you need to try to keep it to that consistency, like that heat. So
So I like cooking on fire. Like I got a stove, like a gas stove, like electric, and it's not electric, gas, not electric.
you have
Yeah.
flames that come out.
Flame. So it cooks eggs better. It's a lot better than I think electric, but it's just learning. That's the first time I've done fish in a pan like that, and I like cooking. Ain't no bad about that. Look at this body's cuddly. Like to eat, chubby chasers, but it's always fun. But anyways,
If you want, I got a story for you. The other day, I made some jambalaya, but it was like different. It was a little different. I took a pound of bacon
sounds delicious to me.
and I cut it up into like quarter inch pieces.
Yeah.
Threw it in the air fryer about 20 minutes until it was like damn near black crisp. But
Really?
like, yeah, so I made bacon chips. They were like bacon chips. And then with inside, I also cut up some like the smoked sausage that you can get and stuff.
Yeah,
Threw that in
gooey,
there, so cook
yeah.
them all together. And then about halfway through
in
it,
the air fryer. Really?
yeah, all together. And then once the sausage was cooked, I pulled that out and just let the bacon finish cooking. And then just made some rice and stuff and some beans and
You didn't
threw
put
it all
any
into
of
a pot.
you didn't throw any of the grease into the. I mean, because that's flavor, right?
Yeah, but so what I'm like I told you, I'm like on the Amish butter kick. So like I used strictly butter for the rice. Because like I agree with you, bacon grease is great. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it can be overwhelming in some circumstances.
Yeah.
So
Hey, that's cool, man. It's different. I like it. But I bet it was good. Little chunks of.
the bacon, if I had like
like-
marinated them in syrup or something like that, man, and then you dip them in syrup,
I like
that'd have been so good.
I like it. Let's go with one of the rowboats. That's cool. That's different. I like it. Try it out. I'm gonna do sous vide tonight.
Okay.
I think I told you about that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do sous vide, and I got a couple New York strips. I'm gonna put them there with some garlic, some thyme, and rosemary. Put them in a bag and seal them up and drop them in there, and get a cast iron pan. Put a little crust on them for like a minute on each side. I say it's supposed to be good, so we'll try it out. So
I absolutely love my cast iron pan, man. Like it is a utility that if the world goes to crap, I will be carrying on my belt.
well, it was on the
little
chuck
10-inch
wagon.
pan.
It was on the chuck wagon back in the day. So yeah, I did that fish last night, and I did that avocado oil, so it's a higher smoke point.
Yeah.
But man, it smelled like fish all night. Pissed me off. That's the only thing. I got my little vent above my stove, and it goes outside. It doesn't just like blow it above. It's like the microwave where it just blows it in your face. No, this goes outside. But yeah, that's the only thing with cooking fish in the house. It's always this morning. So then I opened up everything and took the dog on a walk, and we come back, and it was just like melting. I was like, holy crap. But crank on that AC. Get it going for sure. And I got that mini split in the living room, so it, Nuggets just sitting there all 4 paws up, just chilling. Living her best life for sure. So, nugget tender, that.
Nugget tender.
So did your girl's pot ever come or what?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
it's filled up right now. Today, she is taking her bed and like a few other things to her grandpa's house. The pot will probably be on its way to me here in the next few days, I would assume. And then I think it's supposed to be delivered the last week of this month on a Thursday, whatever that date is. So,
Is our family coming down to help you? Are you gonna
one,
tying something on your back?
one of her cousins is going to drive down with her here in about a week. And then when she comes down, another one of her cousins is going to come down and help her move once she, like, the final trip down. Because she'll still have to bring her bed and a couple other things. So
Nice.
get like a little pull behind or something.
Cool. And do that. Get a little camera action there. Just hit it and it turned on. So I was listening to John Grissom's King of Torts as I was out there after I listened to the BBC little bit of news. But yeah, so this is kind of the behind the scenes folk. You can see what's going on here. Jake, you can see what's happening. Cameras. He's got the loves. Ooh, love it. When I'm on the road doing the Carny thing, that's the only gas station I stop at. Clean restrooms, man. Clean restrooms.
Every time.
Clean restrooms for sure. So you gotta.
And every time she drives down to see me, I'm her little sidekick companion. Because there's a Love's. Oh, I think it's like right outside Nashville. We have like a trail for her to hit.
And it's funny
Love's.
how you always do like the same, because those are clean. I mean, it used to be Flying J, but man, whoo, rough.
I think her big thing is it's well lit and there's a lot of people who go there.
Yeah, no, for a
She
girl,
feels safe.
I agree 100%. You know, it's funny when I get tired, I just pull over, lock the door, and take a 20-minute nap. I know, ladies can't do that. It's not good. Not prescribed, but you know, I do that. But I'm gonna tell you what, when I was a kid, I used to travel all the time, and you'd be the Flying J's, and you're like, Jake, you probably heard this before. Shower number 472 is now ready. Shower number, and I've used those showers at the Flying J. Woo, flip flops, you know. But you gotta do it in a pinch, and you know, if you've been to a truck stop, you know what that sound number, that noise is. Shower. It's like the beginning of the AI, you know, that used to be out there. But Love's is good. I mean, they do a good job. They do much better, much better. That's the Carny life back in the day there. So.
I eat there almost every morning for breakfast. I get their little croissants, sausage, egg, and cheese croissants.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what it is about that sausage, but it's just
good stuff.
It tastes real. I don't know.
The roller dogs, I like the roller dogs, you know.
Yeah, they have some taquitos with bacon, egg, and cheese in them. Mm-hmm. There's all kinds of crazy. It's a perfect place for me.
There's a guy on Instagram, and he's like a trucker, and he talks like, oh, the roller dog. I mean, his voice is like really
roller dogs. I know who the guy.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, give me five, you know, 500. How do you drive 1,400 miles? I'm like, whoo, we've been there. It's a long. You gotta have 2 or 3 log books back in the day to do that much, because you know. That's the thing. You're only supposed to drive 14 hours, and I'm sure it's changed now. I don't have
it's way less than that.
I don't have a CDL, so I can't comment. I never had a CDL back in the day when I drove.
But you can drive a 10-speed.
14. 14. Yeah, split shift. But anyways, so you had a logbook, and you'd fill it out, and you could drive 14 hours, and then they kind of limit you because you don't want to be falling asleep at the wheel. You know, but a lot of those guys do that. But yeah, roller dogs. Those roller dogs are pretty good, man. I'd say the one over at like the buffalo chicken. It's not bad. It's like some kind of meat. I don't know what kind it is. If it is chicken, but it's just like a foam they probably and it tastes pretty good. Ain't gonna lie. It's not the healthiest, but it's gas station food. You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
It's not meant for weak stomachs, y'all.
I mean, Ron DeSantis is a fan. He likes the Wawa roller dogs or whatever they have there, and you know
Wawa's like a damn near gourmet restaurant. This one, they got pizza, sandwiches, steaks, burgers, fries.
I mean, I went there and I was not that impressed. I mean, maybe I'm not ordering the right thing or something. I don't know. Are you a big Wawa fan? I mean,
yeah. I mean, they're actually building one right by my house, right at the corner. Yeah, it looks done to me. It's just like, can we please open them doors?
What do you eat? What do you order when you go there? What is?
Mainly, I get the shorty, what is it called? The steak and cheese sub. You know, one thing, and this is with all seriousness, they have by far the best chicken and noodle soup I've ever had in my life.
Really?
Yeah. Anytime I'm ever sick or don't feel well,
Walmart chicken noodle soup. Really?
It's really good.
Okay, I'm down. Try that out.
But I've had their pizza. As soon as they got pizza, it's not the best. It's better than like a 7-Eleven pizza, like not even close. But it's not like a Domino's. But the price reflects that. Pretty much a lot of their stuff is like that. Their coffee's really good. They have really good ice cream, milkshakes. By the way, I'm not sponsored by Wawa. But
I'm a fan of 7-Eleven. You know, the one on the corner here is pretty good in Bonita. Racetrack, not so much. There's kind of...
That's easy. I love their empanadas, man.
Do you?
They have really good chicken sandwiches. They also have Bob Evans sausage things on the roller dogs in the morning.
Maybe the Bonita one.
I had them.
Not the best. I mean, you look behind me. You got, you know, if you're at Baywater, you're a member of Baywater. You've been to us. You know, we have a stable behind me. We got Larry right behind there. You can see me. I don't know if you can see me on that.
Yeah, I'll have to figure out how I can zoom with these things.
But you can see him. He's in a blue shirt. He refuses to tuck his shirt in now. But
Why?
yeah, well, he's I think he's gained about 45 pounds, 50 pounds since he started working for us. But he's a staple. People love him. He's good, but he does a good job. He's here watching on the weekends. He's doing I think he's trying to get a member a boat right now behind us here. But he's a big. I mean, every day they eat Leonis. Like every day they get Leonis delivered. I'm like, guys, if you pack a lunch, you save so much money. And it's like, Larry, I'm not going to complain on what he eats or what he does. He does eat a lot. I mean, my mom will cook food and just like, it's like a vacuum cleaner over here. The guys just inhale, whatever. But they eat like, I mean, my employees, I don't understand. Like, you get here at 8 o'clock and like 8:10, here comes the Dunkin' order. You know, that's like an extra $20 on your charge just to have it delivered. I mean, hey, you got your money, it's free. But I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Some people are just different. Like, I don't, we have guys that pack lunches and they go out to lunch every day. And that shit adds up. You know, it's crazy. You get older, you figure out how much that $1 and $2 adds up every day. We got another guy here, Bill, great worker. Been with us for a couple years. Larry's been with us for like 10 years, maybe even a little bit longer. Bill, but he goes home every day for lunch, packs lunch, does his thing, goes home, so does his thing. Yeah, he's more fiscal with his money. Frugal, which is good. But you try to help him and try to explain to him and like, no, I'm just going to go over to McDonald's every day.
Yeah, you can tell me 400 times that it costs me $200 a month of Red Bull. Guess who's still spending $200 a month of Red Bull? That's
America, you can do that. That's fine. Yeah, so I understand.
No, I get it though, because it's like it's one of my things is, there's probably like a good week out of every month that I'm like, all right, I was really not good with my money this month. Now I'm hurting because of it.
That credit card.
And I'm looking at it. Yeah, and then it's like, then I just gotta poop out a bunch of bills or whatever. But the bottom line is
poop out a bunch of bills.
Yeah, well. And like most of the time I'll cook dinner that's enough to where I'll take it to work the next day, but I forget a lot, and then it just turns into dinner.
I'm not saying I don't, yeah. You go to Publix, and it's expensive, right? But I bought some yogurt, bought some fruit, bought some all that, and you can kind of figure out what you can eat, and it fills you up, and cottage cheese. But yeah, that shit adds up too. But man, I go down I love helping out the little places. I like helping out the Greek Zorba joint. Zorba's is great for lunch and bonita. I like going over to Skillets. They got a great salad there too. I like, not Tokyo Bay, Sushi Thai and bonita. They do a good job. So I try helping out the small local joints, because it's good. I mean, that's like legit food. It's not as bad. But it's impossible to like eat healthy if you're eating out. It's just not easy. And I don't want to get on the shop, that's for sure, because everybody else is on that crap and they're going to grow, a tail somewhere. But I mean, it's
bones are brittle.
Stuff's going to happen and it's just not good. But we'll see. I mean, like if you're 65 years old and you're 100 pounds overweight, yeah, I'm sure it's gonna help you monthly, but not to just be on it all the time. It's not a good thing, I don't think, and I just don't.
Nah, it takes away from people who need it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, hey, they're all getting it, I mean, everybody's getting skinny. Like, whoa. I mean, I'm naturally cuddly. Head boat one. I mean, but still. Yeah, I was watching Carnival Eats today. Seen a couple buddies on there. They're on there. I'm not on Carnival Eats yet. I'm surprised with the cinnamon rolls. I'm not. I should get on there though. They're like, yo, bro, come to Mississippi, hang out, Midland, Michigan. Do it to it. Come check it out.
Yeah, I was showing one of my buddies your video, and he was fairly impressed with the video. And I showed him someone that stole your video. I couldn't even find the original. I had to find someone who stole it who had 1 million likes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's craziness. But hey, it happens. And it's just people like watching that crap and just watching it and go from there. I don't get it.
It's food, man.
A girlfriend, she's getting some she wants to, it's pissing her off because she does this whole like going to DC, and I mean, she does good. She's cute. She's a beautiful girl. Classy. Got her dresses up and all her clothes and packing and everything, and and she looks good. So there's a lot of money. Looks good, and so she posts a video, and she's like, "Oh, I got 100, 100 views." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I just throw one out there from me, spread it in cinnamon. This is when we're in, DC. I'm like, "Ah, I'm at 18,000 views." It's like, and I was, by the time you get your nails done, it'll probably be at 20. She's like, "Oh, just got one nail. She cracked it. Oh, 20,000. So that's just kind of funny. So, but hey, it's crazy. The stuff that, like you were saying about our videos, our reels, they're like 500, 600, and they'll keep growing. All of a sudden, boom, one will hit. But Jake, your website, I'm trying to redo a website for our rentals here in the boat club. What a joke. What a joke with these people. Oh, we'll get back to you. Like, hey, May 1st, we want to start. And we're back, oh, well, that's a Friday, and we're just not ready, in case there's problems. So a whole week's gone by, and they don't talk to you on the phone. They all email because they're techies. So what they're doing is they're just sending it to somebody else. They messed up all the pictures. I'm like, it's not that, oh, we got to respond. So they got somebody in Asia building this piece of crap, probably. The one that you did for me, for Carny To Congress, Jim Oberwise. I'm going to have to call you back, Jim. The one that you did for me, Carny To Congress, is great. Like, it pops. Like, even Leland, my guy's like, man, that was cool. I thought there was something wrong with my phone. Then all of a sudden it, like, switched and changed. And that's like, he's like, that's impressive. So, what? These guys don't get their crap straight. It's like, what? I'm going to get you just to make Baywater. Just go from there.
Hey, well, let me know, because I get it, because I'm working with another company as well. It's the same thing. They're dealing with an agency, and when you deal with an agency, unfortunately, you're not their only client.
Yeah,
that's so a lot of the work is outsourced, and I'm fast.
Yeah, no. I'm like, I'm really disappointed with these folks. And it's like, what? Just scrap this. Jake, you do something. And, we'll just go from there, because I'm getting aggravated.
Yeah, I'll just integrate it with whatever you have, because, I really could develop a system to where, people could just book online. It'd be much easier for
we got that coming. So that's done. That's coming. But I'm just talking about just the actual,
That is very easy.
Yeah.
And I'll make it beautiful. Nice. I'd probably be out here for a couple days with pictures and stuff, though.
Yeah, no, that's what it comes down to. Like, Julie's taking pictures with her camera and stuff like that and trying to get out there. But, yeah, we just need to get some drone footage and go to the passes, watch it sunset, go from there, and get it done. You hear Larry how much he talks.
I have a buddy of mine. He does the drone footage thing, so I can definitely have him come over here and do that. But what he can do is we can create a model of the whole area, of all the boats. We might not want to get that complicated, just because the boats wouldn't always be in the same place. But my wheels are turning. I don't want to give away all my little ideas I got going.
Yeah, no, I like it. Though. It's good stuff. But, it just aggravates you, these IT companies. And anybody listens, if you're dealing with IT companies, it's always the same. Impossible to get a hold of, and all they do is charge you, and it just annoys the crap out of me. It's just not good. Not good. So, but, it's this business. It's this business nonstop. Always something, always some kind of problem, always something happening, always doing. We got a great crew here, but man, it just annoys the crap out of me.
Yeah, it looks like, what's his name again? Bill?
Bill, he's working, man.
Bill's the only one working.
Bill's always out there.
All these other guys out there playing.
Yeah, Larry's talking. Happens. So. Larry's doing his job, though.
No, he's doing fine. I'm just talking crap.
He's doing good. It's like,
dealing with members right now.
Yeah, it's good. It's fine. It's good stuff. Oh, but he's a staple. Like, we had the 160 people show up at Coconut Jack's. I'm like, damn. And everybody's looking, where'd Larry? Like, he's coming. He showed up. He had his fish shirt on. He was doing good.
Yeah, I'm sure you heard him when he pulled up.
His turbo. The turbo and his, what was it? It was, what kind of car was it?
It's a Genesis, I think.
Genesis. I think it's a
You ain't got a radio on you?
I don't have one on me right now. Larry! Yeah. What kind of car you got? What kind of car you got? Genesis, yeah. Genesis.
I was right.
Yeah, you're right. Turboed out. Got the whipple on it. So, but he's working. He's out there. Oh, got a little rental going out, maybe? Nope, that's not our boat. Looked like our boat, but no.
Nope, I knew it wasn't. That's why I didn't switch to it.
So, but yeah, so we're having fun. We're sweating out here. It's summertime. It's good stuff. Good stuff.
It's actually a beautiful day, though. I mean, it's
Yeah.
a little warm, but
Great boat day. Great boating day. Boating forecast. Brought to you by Baywater Exclusive Boat Club. Let's go boating.
let's go boating.
I like it. I like it. I like it. So, but yeah. So going on there. So what? You get the girlfriend coming down next week?
Yeah, so she's probably gonna be leaving Sunday. Try to be here by Monday. So I got so much cleaning I got to do because the problem is if I don't do it, she's gonna do it the whole time she's there, and I'm gonna feel bad because she just moved, cleaned her whole house, and like now she's gonna be living with her grandpa for a little while.
She was renting up there, right? Is what it was, or did she own?
No, she was renting. They begged her not to leave, and it was funny too because then they brought her rent down. They were like, "We'll give you a different rate," so they brought her rent down like 15 or $150. And she's like, "Oh, so what? Now I've been living here for 6 years. Now you guys want to negotiate rent? Like now we can negotiate?"
Was it just a mom and pop, or is it like an agency?
No, it's an agent, or it's an apartment complex, but
Oh,
they're
yeah.
more of townhouses, not
Yeah.
really apartments.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause she's got a garage and the whole
Yeah.
nine. So,
Yeah,
but
typical.
yeah, it's all about the money.
That's what happens. Like I got a rental, and I mean I've kept the rent the same for. It went up last year, and I went up like $100, $200. I mean it's a full-on house, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I mean it's good people. A great renter. He, the guy fixes stuff and like, just I'll just take it off the rent. Sends me a receipt, fixes lights, whatever it is. I'm like, hey man, give up to go work. He's doing a good job. So
No, I think that's why my landlord likes me so much and why it's been easy to live there. Mine's the fact that, we had to rip drywall out and that whole nine, but like,
now, is it the same owner as the other place or no?
yeah,
Same guy.
same guy. Love Larry to death. So that's why like I can kind of just do what I want when I tell people I'm gonna paint my house. They're like, don't you live in a rental? I'm like, yeah, but I can just, like you said, I'll send him the receipts of the paint and then be like, give me $100 in labor, which we both know damn well it's way more than $100 in labor, but it also benefits me, and then I get to whip out the paintbrush, and
Yeah.
crack out an old habit I used to have. So
Yeah.
it was very fun back in the day.
I remember when I bought that house, right? I bought that house in, I think 2016 when I bought that house. And I mean, that was kind of like on a downturn that time. There was a lot of stuff available.
Wasn't it around Irma?
It might have been earlier than that.
I can't remember when Irma was.
Might have been, you know what? Before, I thought it was 24.
I think it was 18 or 17 or 19. I don't know.
Something, but it was a housing crunch, right? And that was when the Franny and Freddie's was doing stuff, and you had to wait. Like I had to go on a market, then you could, go through the process and all that. But man, you've seen some houses that were like purple and green and yellow and orange, and it was like on the inside, and they would just take out like they would like just miter out the wall and just bury the electric cord in the wall. It's just, that's the one way to do it. It's not a fire at all. I mean, it's not a hazard, but whatever, it happens.
Yeah, the one thing about my house I don't really care for is the fact that like clearly Xfinity, Comcast, and all these different cable companies have come and ran a line and put it around the house multiple times in different areas, and it's just like, that was the first thing I told Larry. I was like, Larry, I'm gonna go around the house and I'm gonna rip down all this old cable wire that's going to nothing because there's no point in it. And I was honestly a little upset with him because I know he's the one who did it, but the company that I use, Spectrum, had already installed for the previous renters, but he cut it. Don't cut a fiber optic wire. There's no way to splice the fiber optic, so they had to run the thing all the way from the from the box again. Yeah.
You can
So-
splice it a little bit. You got a couple wires on there.
I don't. It's a tube. It's a light.
Oh, no. We have
So-
it here at the marina.
Can you splice it?
Yeah, so, because you have that cable, right? And you only need, like, if you have 15 lines in there or 20 lines, whatever's in there, it's just glass, right?
Yeah, it's just glass.
So it's just glass. So if one breaks, you can use another one. Because for the amount of data that we use, I mean, it's just one little thing. So what happened here, when we bought that property up top, we had a phone company come in here. It was like Windstream. Like, well, if we want to bury the line to get up there, we're going to have to bury, we're going to cut asphalt, we're going to do all this stuff. And it was like $7,000 or $8,000 to run. Or you can do microwave, it's like, I was like, well, why don't we just run because the phones were over internet. So why don't we run a line that we can just have the internet over that? And then, after 300 feet, it just dies. So like, well, you can do fiber. It's like, okay. So we got the fiber cable. And I was like, I got an idea. I was reading, you only have to be right once, right? It's a book, and I listen. I don't read. I listen to these books. One of our members used to work for the Baltimore Globe or the Sun, and the editor would give him books and give me like a thing. He said, you got to read this. This is a good one. You only have to be right once. And it's like short stories of Musk, Teal, like everybody with GoPro. I mean, it was a really, really good book. And at one time he's like, well, the engineers wanted us to run this wire and we had to bury it and it was going to take like a week. So I said, no, we'll just put it on the phone line. I was like, well, you know what? So I just rented a high reach, Jake, and got that fiber and we put it up and we ran it on the phone line. It's probably 1,000, 2,000 feet down the phone line, buried it. And my buddy who was, he was a retired, cable guy from Massachusetts, Connecticut, and he had like stainless steel cables, and it's still up there. So we got fiber running, and it cost us $500, to rent the damn high reach, and we just go up there and it's made it through every storm, made it through everything, and they buried the power lines and everything like that. Still up there, still up there. I don't know how we got it in. It's probably illegal, but hey, it's on the line there, and it's just buried. But you know what? It cost $500. I mean, that's the stuff that we talk about, and it got done, and it's worked great forever because we got Wi-Fi down there. I mean, there's always a way, and that's what we were talking about earlier. There's ways around to do stuff like that. But I'm not paying somebody $7,000 to come over here and bury the line. You kidding me? Get out of here with that shit. It's aggravated. Sometimes people just aggravate me. But.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think DeSantis just passed a bill to where anything $7,500 or less, minus plumbing and electric, you won't need permits or something.
There's something along those lines that's going on. We did a lot with the legislature where we're kind of go with because every county is different. Every city has a different application for a permit. And our areas do good. I mean, Bonita, Sanibel, Fort Myers Beach, people are probably saying, oh, no, they don't. They take forever. They are tough to work with, right? But the thing is, they're doing a job. And 90% of the times, like I've had people call me from Fort Myers Beach, like, I can't get no permits, the city's waiting, my builder's waiting. Jake, and I call the city. I call Mayor Allers, like, hey, I got John Smith, he's at address 274 Starkfish or whatever. And he's like, can you look? He goes, absolutely. So he's got his staff, he goes, Adam, there's no permit pulled there. What happens a lot of times, Jake, is this builder or guy who's doing this work has 10 jobs. And all he does is blame the city. Oh, I can't get the permit because he's working on 7 other jobs while he's getting to your house. They're robbing Peter to pay Paul.
No, I get it.
So it's always your thing. And I
been there.
It's annoying, and that happens, and that's something that does happen. And I know there are some cities who I've heard building officials, and I've gotten a fight with Pete here over in Bonita several times, and he says, there's been some stuff. I mean, even with the hurricane, we're trying to put trailers down. DeSantis was trying to put trailers down on property. FEMA come in, do all their thing, like, oh, no, we can't do it. The state wants to do it. And then you got a building official, and he says to the attorney for the state, well, it's my job to say no. I got people trying to get into houses, because their shit's gone. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. I understand that you have to do your job when there's times, so this is not the time to be that kind of guy. Right? There's a time to get stuff done. So, but the cities have to be careful too. They can't get there. Let's look at Anna. Anna's crushing it. Parking it. Good job, Anna. She got her Let's Go Boating shirt on today. I like it. She's doing it. So, but boats are coming in, members are coming in. So you can see we had some fishermen go out. So it's about 2:15. They're coming back in now. But yeah, a lot of times that's a lot of issues. But yeah, so what we did the state level was kind of make it uniformed situation. So you can know if you're going for permits from Bonita to Fort Myers Beach to Sanibel to Miami to Hollywood to to Ocala, it's all kind of somewhat uniformed. And it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. All it takes being quiet. It's being coy.
Nah, I'm still looking at this raptor over there.
Yeah, he's interesting.
Still for sale.
Still for sale.
Out of my budget.
Still for sale. I dropped it. We're at 66.9 now. So
I'll give you 6 bottle caps. Some classic Coca-Cola ones.
that's nice. That's nice.
Might be able to recycle them for about a nickel.
A nickel. Well, if we're in New York, it'd be $10. So.
It's going to be $1 million here soon.
All right, I think guys moving boats there, getting it done. Come on, Hannah's hosing this off, working. I like it.
That's where it all started for Adam, right there, washing boats.
Flip flops, and I had the shirts on. I had the showing off a Hollister. The Hollister with the Pika. That was the puka shells back in the day.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
You were one of them.
Had the frosted tips. Six faces laughing.
Absolutely.
I had the frosted tips. Oh yeah, I had to put the little hat on, and they pull the hair through, and they do the.
Like the tennis hat thing?
No. So you put this like little thing on over your head, and they tie it, and then they would pick hair out. You'd have frosted.
You got pictures of this somewhere?
Highlights, yeah. Well, you had highlights. I remember I was in Sarasota. This was when I was young. I was working, and again, I was under 18. I was working the business. I had an employee with me, so I was like 17, I think. And we were working Sarasota County Fair. It was Gary and I. Gary was a funny guy, helped out, and folks were like traveling. They were going from like Atlanta to Vegas doing a NASCAR, and I did a couple little fairs in Florida in the springtime. So it had been right around spring break. So I think I was 18. Had to been 18 or 19. So I was over 18 then. Might have been a little bit younger. But we went out, and we're in Sarasota County Fair. This was at Robarts Arena up there off Fruitville Road. And get my hair, done, because I was cool. You had to get frosted tips. Well, this lady didn't have the little cap, so she had this big comb. And she had this comb, and I don't know what she was doing, but my hair went from like dark, because my hair's dark, right? It went
Very
from
dark.
dark to like white. just totally messed it up, like really bad. She didn't even charge me. And so it was just like this white line. So I had to give it a couple days. And I went back there, and they dyed it all black, which then it turned like a light red.
Because color, yeah.
So after a while, like my hair turned like a color. It was like a light red. But the funniest thing was there was a little bar, Daiquiri Deck. This was down in Sarasota. Me and my buddy Danny Bianco, we went out, and it was like it was spring break, so it was cool, So we go to the bar, and it was an 18-up bar. We figure we get in there. So, Jake, remember they used to give you the X's, right? When you were underage at the whatever. So we walk in there.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the X's. When you walk in there, and the guy gives me an armband. I'm like, all right, cool, So we walk in. We played a cool couple Carny kids. He's a good buddy of mine. I haven't seen him in a long time, but funny. We go in there. We go up to the bar, and the guy goes, "What you want to drink?" I was like, I'll do need just a Crown and Coke. Okay. I was just joking around, and they served us, and we're like, "Oh my God, we got served!" So it was like, oh my, we just mind blowing, right? I think the bouncer was too high to know what was going on, but we got served. I remember that was a fun night. We ended up drinking for a while. We made it home okay, but I remember we were out there, and there was a couple girls we met from I think Vancouver or something, and we ended up on the bench, and the sprinklers came on, and we're running. It was a good time. It was just a fond memory. Reminiscing, but just little things like that. But my hair was like kind of red and like a little black, and it was just all the colors.
Is there pictures of this?
There's some old pictures of me. Like I got an old picture of me. Like I had a motorcycle. Like I had a Harley. Did I tell you that?
No.
So my dad had a Heritage Softail. So it was a 2002. So we're going back. No, I'm sorry. Wasn't it 2002? Because it was it 02? Yeah, I'd have been in. Yeah, it was in 2002, so we were on the road, so we had a Heritage Softail. Him and Mom would ride, and they rode around Lake Michigan and stuff like that.
And then I was 18. So yeah, I had in 2003, I had a Harley V-Rod. So I was like when Harley hooked up with Porsche and they made like a a Harley. I had like a beanie and I was wearing this bike and had a shirt that said Suck Bang Blow. Was from a bar in Myrtle's Inlet, south of Myrtle Beach.
Oysters, probably.
Yeah, oysters and stuff like that. But it was like a biker burnout bar. So yeah, I had a motorcycle, and like had the beanie on, and I, like you see pictures, like that's not you. Like I was not a good looking kid. I think as I gotten older, I've matured like wine, and it's just kind of funny because I was like, God, I was goofy looking, like lanky.
Yeah, it sounded like you started out sour like milk. So
something happened there, but yeah, so definitely changed up over the years.
no, I mean, there was a time where I as well was blonde. So that happened to me. It was not my choice though. It was around the time that Slim Shady and Eminem
tips. Oh yeah, it was a little bit after me. Yeah.
Yeah. So my mom used to be like really into Kid Rock. They used to go watch Kid Rock, and my grandma and my whole family.
Yeah.
Back then.
Yeah.
And so one day we came home from school. I think it was like one of the last weeks before summer, and she dyed her hair blonde right like the last week. And dude, I was in elementary school, man, at Pond Island Elementary, and I'll never forget the faces I got walking into that school, and everybody was like, "What?" Because one, it's elementary school. Two. Back then, early 2000s, it wasn't very common for a boy to come to school with his hair dyed blonde.
Well, you look cool though, bro.
I looked goofy, but my mom liked it. It's whatever.
Hey, that's cool. Mom digged it.
Plus, all those pictures were ruined during Ian, so there's no proof of any of that.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you have your pictures, like your old pictures that like we got some here, my dad in the office and stuff like that. And you actually physically have them. You got them on the phones, it's okay. But you lose your phone, or now they got the cloud. A friend of mine, she like her iPad her computer was stolen, and it has like all these pictures of her son, as a baby. That's tough. That's tough. So that's why it's good to kind of put on Facebook too, for your personal, like kind of that, because you can look back and see kind of things you do and stuff like that. But who knows what happens? All that goes away one day.
Yeah, that's one of the things I regret, is not sending it to like one of those companies that digitizes stuff and then they send it back.
Yeah.
Man, I should have.
Yeah. What happens? What happens, buddy? What happens? But no, man,
Yeah, because like the one, here's a little fun fact, and I also have no proof of it, but my mom made me a baby book. I think it was very common for 90s kids. Mom make you a little baby book.
The paper in between each page, yeah.
Yeah, and like, so she like wrote down the first day that like, I crawled and walked, and my first haircut. I was born with blonde hair.
So was I.
Bright blonde hair.
So was I.
And I always was fascinated by looking at my hair in my baby book, because she kept the hair from my first haircut, and it was just blonde as blonde gets, man. And it's not blonde no more.
No,
so.
same with me. It was blonde. It was very blonde. And then it just went like dark, and then I just Mr. Sheffield over here. The little white spot when I was like 19.
Yeah, you look like Inspector Gadget or something, like, especially with those glasses on, man. Like I try not to think about it, but
Inspector Gadget, yeah, well, I'll go up. Nah, I can see still somewhat. It's a little cloudy. Cloudy. It's not high def. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I think your eyes get lazier though. Legit when you wear glasses. I don't know if it's good or bad or what. I remember when I went to the doctor, I was there and I was like, man, I can't see the lines on the road at sunset. It's raining, and there was no reflectors. I'm like, where's the lines? So I said, I've got to go to the eye doctor. So I go over here, Bonita Vision, in Bonita, and Dr. Grissom, pretty good guy. And he's like, all right, can you read the bottom line? I was like, nope. How about now? Nope. How about now? I'm starting to see the top line. He goes, boy, you're blind. You must be squinting. He's like, damn. So.
What's your prescription, do you know?
It's like, I got 2 astigmatisms. So that's where I got it. So like my left eye is a +275, and my right eye is like a 175. So it's not bad. Like I can't read what it says, I can read long weekend, but I can't read like what it says about that.
Yeah, my brother's prescription is so bad that like his what are the contacts are about as thick as a nickel, man. He's got a -9.
Wow. Like my brother has bad eyes too. He has he has some issues. Oh, here comes the cat. Cat's coming in. Yeah, like my brother has like Coke bottle glasses. We're like, whoa,
They're thick.
Yeah, thick. You know, but that's what happens. That's what happens.
But it's cool. I tell them that, you know, if worse comes to worse, apocalypse, I don't know where my brain's at right now, but we can start fires with them things. So, for sure.
Like, what happened back in the day when you couldn't see? I mean, you just kind of figured out in life. You got to say, oh, okay, that's what happens.
No, that's a great question. What did happen back in the day and you couldn't
just
see?
didn't survive.
Yeah, you just couldn't see.
They just threw you off the cliff, Roman style.
No, it's funny because I remember, this is a story that was told to me. I wasn't there, obviously, but when my brother first got contacts, with his vision being so, like, with them having to magnify so much for him to be able to see, when he put the contacts on for the first time, he's seen stuff with the same depth that we seen it. Everything wasn't so big, and he cried. And he didn't like wearing them for so long because that's like what the world looked like, and he was so used to seeing it through such a thick lens.
You know,
So
depth perception.
it's very similar to like whenever the kids with the hearing and they hear for the first time.
They're like,
Yeah, it makes all of us cry.
yeah, they're like, or you see the baby. Like, how do they get kids, like infants, like glasses? You know, I don't. How do they? You know, I don't know how they do that. But like, they put the glasses on like the baby, and the baby's like, it's just like,
No, I've seen that too.
you know, like, this is actually you can see. I mean, it's got to be computers or something. I mean, something has to. It's kind of interesting. How do they know? Like, you can't say it looks clear. Doesn't look clear. Looks clear.
I mean, you could also ask the same question: how do we know that deer are colorblind? How do we know that the dogs are colorblind? Like,
It's true.
we don't see as dogs or deer. So
It's true. Good point.
very questionable.
Good point. Well, folks, we're coming to the end of the show here. We're clicking right on there. So
Wow.
this was pretty quick. actually.
59 minutes. Look at him.
Look, I taped it.
Oh, you timed it?
I timed it on my phone when
Oh.
it started. 1:30. I was ready. But thanks for tuning in. Carny To Congress. Check the website out, carnytocongress.com. It's got all our information on there. You can you do the thing, Jake. You know.
Yeah, so if you go to Carny to Congress, CARNYTO Congress.com, you can Google it. We're on Apple Music or Apple Podcast, I'm sorry, Spotify, Pandora, anywhere you can get your
YouTube.
podcast, YouTube for the video, and it's actually something I need to talk to Adam about, getting our video on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify so that you could just view the video right there, because that's like our number one listeners come from Apple, the Apple Podcast. Like, I get notifications. I'm sure you get the notifications when they drop. So hopefully episode 4 will also be video in Apple Podcast.
Nice.
So
Cool.
It's coming.
Cool. I like it. And as always, this is presented by our major sponsor, Bay Water Exclusive Boat Club, the family-owned and operated boat club right here in Bonita Springs. Come down and see us. Come see me. Come see Jake. Come see Larry, Anna, Julie, Leland, Susan, the whole crew. Come on down, take care of a boat. Take a look at boats. We got rentals. We got the club, as you can see, the great club to come out here. We got a Saturday. We got a bunch of boats here still available. We got some members coming in. But this is the easy way to go out and boat in Southwest Florida. It's an easy way to go out there and just have fun, enjoy. No muss, no fuss. Just go out there and have a good time. That's what makes it nice. That's what makes the club the way to go. You can reach us at 239-495-0455. Again, that's 239-495-0455, and that's Bay Water Exclusive. We're 2 miles west of 41, right on the right-hand side. Bonita Beach Road, 2 miles west of 41, right before Coconut Jacks, exit 116 off that, right down here in Bonita. Give us a call. Look us up, bwboatclub.com, and we'll probably put a Carny To Congress link in the website, too. We should probably do that. That's a good idea for that there. Kind of give you an idea from our side. But we'll see you next week. Thanks very much, Jake. Thanks for doing a good job, as always.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it. Bay Water Exclusive Boat Club, the exclusive club of Southwest Florida.